Now, I don't know how this pretzel logic works. But do people in Washington, so what my question, they really not know what is actually happening in Washington? They really not understand what Obama is doing here? Not with just the fiscal cliff, but his whole agenda. Obama was always going to blame Republicans for tax increases. That is what Obama and the Democrats and the media want. Tax increases. They want to be able to get the Republicans to agree that that's been the problem all along. Tax cuts for the rich. And so Obama wants he wants tax increases. He wants the Republicans to get the blame for it. And no matter what happens, that's what's going to happen. That's what will happen. And by passing Plan B, which was a tax increase, wouldn't have changed anything. It's giving Obama exactly what he wants, in my view. Obama had already said that the Speaker's proposal would result in tax increases because Obama couldn't sign a bill that wasn't supposedly balanced. And Plan B, Republicans were voting for the first time in decades, since 1990, to raise income tax rates. That's what had been maneuvered here. That was, I don't know how that gets construed as victory. Now, some people say, well, you're getting it off the table, Rush, and they're moving on to spending cuts, and the media isn't going to go to the Democrats and say, okay, what are you going to put? Come on, it's not going to happen. The media is not going to go to the Democrats and say, okay, Republicans have done their part, now what are you going to? It's not going to happen. The story is going to be Republicans agree to raise taxes. And the champagne corks are going to pop. So the Republicans would have not had a leg up politically. They would have been on record supporting tax increases. That somehow wins. So I know by agreeing to raise taxes on 1 or 2% of the people and keeping tax rates the same for everybody else, Republicans hope to get credit for not raising taxes on 99% of the country. And then when their taxes do go up, that Obama gets the blame for it. But what's always going to happen, what was always going to happen here is that taxes are going up, and then Obama's going to ride in later as the white knight and offer to cut them. Now, I think the way to do this, and again, I'll stress, I don't do their job, and it's easy to be critical of these people when you don't know their job, and I'm not in their shoes, and it's easy, in the armchair, being a quarterback, it's easy from a distance to say what they ought to be doing is this and what they ought to be doing is that. I understand all of that, but you know what would have been great? Pass a bill that cuts taxes.